い上お菓子したかきくけこんなにもさしすせソフトクリームゴゾロップで一個を立ちつって取るってきたなにぬねのりしおはひふへほんとバイトみんなでぬくぬくショートケーキふわり
Well, I have no idea what I'm saying. Welcome to Arresting Normality. My name is Aaron. Welcome.
Welcome to being welcome. Hi.
Welcome to the show where you watch us talk for an hour about things we didn't prepare at all because we have no idea what to talk about.
But don't tell people that because that seems unprofessional, and we'd never be unprofessional. Mm-hmm.
I have notes.
I'm playing World of Warcraft.
Out on my notes. Okay, are we starting? Is that the intro?
Did we actually just start that?
Was that the intro?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that was the intro.
No.
Yep, that was it.
I think that's good. Okay, let's go.
I'm the host now. How was your week, Cody?
Oh, Jesus. I went to swirl my coffee. And
Did you just fling it on yourself?
Ooh, shoots out of there like a little rocket. They're like, we're gonna escape now.
Oh, imagine if it landed like perfectly on your mic and was just like, fuck you.
Right, and my mic is dead forever. That'd be great.
Right, just
Wouldn't that be the
shorts it out,
funniest
just like,
fucking thing that could ever happen to anyone ever?
Oh, it'd be hilarious. Then you just buy a Neumann.
Yeah, let me just drop $4,000 on a U87. For sure.
Yeah, good old Neumann. I still want one of those.
Everyone does. Anyone who knows anything about microphones wants a Neumann U87.
I was gonna say I don't.
Neumann.
You
I
would.
bet you do.
If
just
you
don't
heard
know
your
it.
voice on a U87,
Yeah.
you'd be like, I need this mic every day. I don't even want people to hear my actual voice anymore. I just talk into the mic and have a speaker in front of me, just like, this is what I want to sound like.
Just carry around one of those pocket amps. Just
Right.
fucking, this is my
Everything
voice
would
now.
be deep and sultry. It's like, hello, I am so happy that all these things are my voice.
I am a talk radio host forever and always now. So how was your week, though?
Aaron is having some problems with his coffee over here.
Maybe we shouldn't have told him to get the coffee.
I think this
Maybe
is
that
a
was a bad idea.
Hey, I was going to be like, I will wait to get a coffee until after, but you wanted to do it this way.
You were gonna go get it and make us sit here by ourselves. That's what you're gonna do. Don't lie.
Yeah, you're like,
That's okay.
just start the podcast. I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah, we'll start the podcast and I'll go.
Yeah, no,
Anyway,
this
we
is
should probably move on to something interesting. Cody, how was your weekend?
It was good. I mean, it's not interesting. I watched movies. That's kind of
Nice.
only thing that I did.
Did you see anything good?
Yeah, but you guys haven't seen it, and you're gonna see it, so I can't talk about it.
Spoilers!
I watched A Star Is Born, and
I've been hearing nothing but good things about that movie.
it's so good. It's great.
It's about Lady Gaga, right?
and it's also
It's not about Lady Gaga. She is in the movie,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
not
not
like-
about her. It's actually a remake, actually a second remake.
I thought
of
it was
an
like a
old
fourth remake.
Was it a fourth remake?
That's what my stepdad told me,
Yeah,
but he's old.
It's the movie originally came out in like the 30s or
I
something
think
like
it was
that.
a play that was written in like the 40s.
Shit. Yeah, and
I
it was
think.
like from way back in the day, and then they remade it, and then they remade it again.
Yeah.
And perhaps maybe they made it
That's kind
again.
of cheating, don't you think?
Well, I mean, if the original content wasn't done the way that it probably should have been, like, they keep on trying to remake Godzilla, they still haven't done it really right, but the original concept is really good. It's just never been achieved properly, although old Japanese Godzilla movies are fucking great, man. Like,
Yeah, I do like the Gojira. Oh,
Gojira!
Oh God.
It's amazing. But yeah,
But,
I think you should just keep going at it,
just keep on doing it until somebody likes it, I guess. Huh?
Well, yeah, but I mean, a lot of people like the newer Godzilla movies. That's not necessarily your bar that you need to be jumping over here. But
nobody
when
likes
you
them.
nail
Nobody likes
something,
them at all.
you nail
Yeah.
something. So I mean,
I don't know about the other versions of this movie. I've never seen them, but I doubt they'll make a remake of this one.
Hopefully not.
It was very good, but also at the same
it was
time, worst movie of all time. So
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah.
It was presented to me as an autobiography of Lady Gaga. Literally, that's what somebody
No.
told me it was.
No, they're fucking retarded.
She's an actress in a movie. Do you know how movies work, Travis?
Oh my God! Here we
plays
go.
a
The
character.
condescending Cody. I just literally just said what somebody told me it was. I know nothing about the fucking movie otherwise. Thanks, Cody, for being a giant asshole.
Let me teach you how movies work, Travis.
Oh, I don't
People
need
get
to know how
cast in
movies
movies.
work. Cody,
They don't play
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear
themselves.
it.
They
I don't want to
play
hear it.
characters.
La la la. La la
The
la.
characters have things that happen in their
Now we're talking
lives.
about Lady Gaga. Rah, rah. Okay, we're done now.
Okay, no, I'm just being a dick. No, it's
Okay.
not about Lady Gaga. She just happens to be in it.
I liked her in American Horror Story, so I bet she did
Oh,
good
she's
job.
really good. The movie's great, but it's also the worst movie ever because it's so sad.
Oh, okay.
I cried like a little bitch.
Yeah, don't spoil
lot.
it then.
I'm gonna spoil it. At the
We're gonna
end-
watch that tonight, so
At the end of the movie,
Someone dies.
that thing happens.
there's credits.
Yeah, wow. I mean,
Lady
like,
Gaga
if
is in the credits. If you didn't know.
of course, because any movie that's sad, something dies. Like,
Yeah, it's
everyone knows that Marley and Me never even seen the movie. Everyone knows the dog dies.
Oh yeah, I've never
right?
seen it.
Yeah.
You know, in consequence, though, if you watch that movie backwards, it's really about these people getting rid of this zombie dog that was a hellion on their whole life that turns back into a puppy, and they just get rid of it.
Yeah, no, that's
Great movie.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
God.
Coincidentally, if you watch that movie backwards, it turns into a really weird horror movie.
How often do you watch movies backwards?
A lot.
How would
What?
how though? I mean, do you get subtitles and
No,
then
you just watch it. You just watch it forwards and then think about it backwards.
So you never watch a movie backwards then?
In my mind,
Oh my gosh.
he's like in imagination land. I love movies in imagination land.
imagination.
But yeah, that's also why the Oscars made me mad
Yeah.
because that movie
Why
should have
did-
won everything.
Yeah.
And I didn't even see any of the
Marley
other
and Me
movies.
should have.
No.
Marley and Me was like 6 years ago.
No, not fucking Marley and Me. Fucking
Oh.
Stars Born.
Okay.
I want a movie from 10 years ago to win everything this year.
That's kind of what I thought you were going
And Best
for. I was
Picture
like,
goes to Billy Madison.
Every year
Best Picture goes
since
to
it came
Star
out.
Wars. Star Wars again.
Oh, God. And
I wonder if
winner
they
is
did like
Citizen
an
Kane.
all-time Best Picture thing. Like,
I mean, they
if
would have
that'd
to
be
keep
received
updating
well.
it.
Well, I mean, if it was all-time Best Picture, that would kind of be conclusive, wouldn't it? Like, it would have to like be ending, like the Grammys or Grammys. No, the Oscars would have to be ending, right? Like, oh well, we're
Oh,
done
yeah.
making
This is-
movies, so
So, what was the greatest of all
we
time?
better pick one. And no one would
Everybody.
care.
So this
no
is-
one would care what they fucking think anyway.
No, the Oscars
Yeah.
are bullshit. It's always movies that nobody cares about, nobody sees.
Right.
And if it's racially charged, then it wins everything. Mm-hmm. And
it
it's
seems like
bullshit.
whatever the hot button is at the time, you know,
Yeah.
like if it's women's rights, then, you know, and there's a movie about that, then yeah, that's going to win.
That's even
Yeah.
like halfway decent. You know, it doesn't even have to be good or anything. Just like if it's okay, watchable, they're like, yeah, give it everything.
Yeah.
Just give them everything.
Like, it just fucking, it wins.
I think
it's
like
good.
3 or 4 of the movies nominated for Best Picture were all like race movies.
Wasn't actually a Marvel one? Or Black Panther was.
Yeah, a
wasn't
race
it?
movie.
Yeah.
Was that a race movie?
It's
How was that a
Black
race
Panther.
movie?
It's all about black people.
I mean, the whole premise of the movie was to like, you know, bring up the
And
culture,
honestly,
right?
I watch all of the fucking Marvel movies, and that was one of the worst Marvel movies I've seen, and that was the only one to get nominated for anything.
Yeah.
It probably was really bad because I watched it like for 30 minutes and would fall asleep consistently. I tried to watch that
It's
like
not
6
good.
times.
But they did, like
You know,
Aaron
just
said,
fall
they
asleep.
raised up the culture thing and
Yeah.
and made everybody care about it and feel like they had to like it.
Right. But unfortunately, in like 4 or 5 years, no one's even going to remember that movie.
Yeah,
you know?
it wasn't that good.
Movies that actually were good, people are going to remember for a long, long time.
Which really sucks for the character, because I'm sure that there's some fanboys out there that like, oh, this is my favorite superhero.
No.
They finally did a movie.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You don't think
Black
so?
Panther?
Yeah.
Nobody gave two shits about Black Panther.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Like, I know that you're like, oh, I am comic boy.
you couldn't give the books away.
I know, but
I'm comic
there's
boy.
always going to be that one person
Okay,
who
so
likes
maybe there was
something.
one
I'm comic
dumbass.
boy.
Somewhere out there's someone who likes Speed 2. They're like, yeah, Speed 2 is my favorite movie.
Okay,
What?
fair enough. There was one
Okay,
idiot that liked Black Panther. Because those books were just... They used them to, like, line bird cages. Okay, those are terrible books. Nobody liked that character.
Okay, so in...
Unrelated though, this is actually
No,
why
no,
I
no,
like
no.
Pokemon.
No, wait.
What?
If
This is
you
just
were
a
to
simple
He's gonna lose his
statement,
train
though.
of
It's
thought.
not a
Let him
change.
talk.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
where
No,
is
no,
the
you,
choo-choo
Aaron.
train going?
Wait, what?
No, but it's just a quick statement. I'm just saying this is why I like Pokemon, because everybody has a favorite Pokemon and it's all different. Like everybody likes all the Pokemon. Somebody's I'm having a stroke.
We can get back to Pokemon. Aaron, what were you saying?
Pokemon is cool.
Now, if we were actually going to go through and make a movie that was worth making a movie about a black character, I know there's a lot of good black characters out there. What would you make a movie on?
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage?
Yeah, Luke Cage. They did it with Netflix, but...
Didn't
like,
they do...
Put,
yeah, I was going to say Netflix.
but if they put, like, the big budget that they put into Black Panther, it would have been amazing. Luke Cage is a much better character. Because he's...
What I'm... okay, wait.
He's more of a real representation. I know I'm a white guy, so it sounds dumb.
Right.
But he's more of a real representation of a black dude. Like, he's in New York and he's dealing with the struggle. Where this is like a fictional African city that's like super technologically advanced and all this shit. And it's just, I don't feel like that. I mean, again, white dude. I don't feel like that connects.
It doesn't seem relatable.
It doesn't seem like it.
Like, at
Whereas
least for
Luke Cage-
American audiences, especially, like, if it's a guy that's kind of grown up in the ghetto or whatever, I mean, that's, something that kind of all of us can kind of feel once in a while.
Yeah, and he's like a normal dude. Because, like, well, his costume used to be weird in the 70s, but...
Everything was weird in the 70s.
like, now, he just wears a hoodie, and he's just like a normal dude. And that would have been a much better character to dump money into, I think.
Personally, I just think that the main problem with these movies in general, like Black Panther, is because you are trying to make a race issue out of it. Like, and not you, I mean, like, the people who wrote it.
Damn it, Cody.
Yeah, I was like, what did I
Damn it,
do?
Cody, you're trying to make a
I
race
just
issue
didn't
out
like
of
the
it.
movie. Too much CGI rhinos.
No, and that's, I get that. But, like,
Which
I
CGI
feel
rhino
like that
should
if
be
they
the
would
name
have...
of the episode.
I feel like, God damn it, if they would have just focused on good storytelling rather than like, look at this issue and try to show it. It's like Battlefield. That's why Battlefield 4 did so bad. Is like they made it very apparent that they were trying to make it like a sex 5. Was it 5?
Yeah, it was 5.
Was it 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause 4
They
was-
just made
4
it
was
really
a long
apparent
time
that they
ago.
were trying to make it about like gender issues and that one, and it's just nobody received it well.
See, me, like, usually, like, some of us have a sense as to what a movie is going to be like through the trailer. Like, I think there's quite a few of us out there. You can, like, look at a trailer and go, like, yeah, the movie's going to be shit or it's going to be good. And surprisingly, I'm looking at Captain Marvel and I'm going, all right, this actually seems like it might be pretty good.
Oh, you think that looks good?
I'm actually into it. I'm into it.
I think it might be good. I think it might be good. I think it won't be made to be like a girl just like we're gonna make a movie about a girl superhero just to make a movie about a girl superhero.
Yeah.
I really feel like it might be good.
We'll see.
Like,
Well, because this one was already a girl superhero.
Please make a good movie, please, because it doesn't feel. I don't get that sense that it's like, oh yeah, we're just making a girl movie because we can make a girl movie.
I don't get that out of it either.
Yeah.
I just don't think it looks good.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why not?
It just...
Well, do you Do you have any interest in the character? Like, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. But
No, I don't actually. So that's probably a big part of it. Because
that could be
actually know dick diddly about that character. So, but it just the one trailer where like she's beating up the old lady on the
Wait,
train.
what?
She's not actually like an old lady.
now.
She's like
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, no, I've seen it.
that just looked
okay.
super
Are we kosher
cheesy.
then? This
Yeah, no, we're good.
What happened?
like I just thought that like we were promoting violence against old people. That's what
It's the best kind of violence. No, it just looked kind of cheesy
Yeah.
and stupid. And I know, I know I'm saying it looks cheesy and I'm the comic book guy.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. But it just didn't look good.
I mean, fair enough.
Listen, Cody,
I'm
it
gonna
ain't
watch
easy being cheesy.
What happened?
He said it ain't easy.
It ain't
being
easy.
cheesy.
That's
What movie?
True, I guess.
What movie?
Movie.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Terry Crews said it. What movie?
I don't
Longest
know.
Yard?
Was it?
Yes,
the
good
one
job,
Oh,
Cody.
nice.
Because he was Cheeseburger Eddie. So
Oh,
Yeah, he's Cheeseburger Eddie.
I thought.
but that's not where it came from. Didn't it come from
No,
Chester
that's
Cheeto?
I have no idea.
Actually, I don't know, but he's
It's
not
Chester
in the movie,
fucking
so
Cheeto. It's Chester
I don't-
Cheeto. He was a mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
I don't know what's happening
It was
anymore.
look up fucking Chester Cheeto, bud. Like here.
Is he yelling at he was mayonnaise? Is that what he's yelling?
It was mayonnaise.
He was mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
It does kind of sound like mayonnaise.
Is he just saying mayonnaise like really
He's
weird?
saying badass.
Oh, badass. Oh, I thought he's like, it was mayonnaise. He's
He
fucking
was
mayonnaise. over it.
mayonnaise.
I was like, Cheetos and mayonnaise? That's horrible. Who would do that?
Oh my god.
You want to talk about fatty liver disease? There's how you get it.
He used Chester Cheeto was the official mascot of Cheetos. He used the slogans "It ain't easy being cheesy" from 1986 to 1997 until it became dangerously cheesy from 1997 onward.
I was gonna say, I remember dangerously
Ka-chow.
cheesy,
Slam dunk.
but Chester Cheeto was not in a movie, was he?
What?
Was he in a movie?
Rodman.
Okay. Why Rodman?
Rodman.
Why Rodman?
Rodman.
Why?
Because he made a basket. He made a
but
basket.
Rodman
He's trying to
wasn't
say
the shooter.
It's okay.
He was a rebounder.
Jordan.
There you go. Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, all acceptable.
Well, shit. Larry Bird.
Also acceptable.
Can I go for a Larry Bird?
Very old
Probably
reference.
one
I'm
of the
sticking
greatest
with
shooters
Larry
of all
Bird.
time.
Yeah. But you can't really slow that. It's either Bird or Larry.
Larry.
Neither of them are particularly remarkable.
Bird works.
Bird.
Yeah,
It
Bird
looks
works.
like with this motion here, you just look weird. You're
Yeah.
like, am I tapping a bird? Am I petting a bird?
That's why people usually say Kobe, because it sounds good.
Rodman.
Rodman? I mean, Rodman would be like this, because he's rebounding.
No, that's cool.
No?
wow.
That's cool.
Okay.
I don't watch basketball.
let me tell you about
just
my
so
week
everyone
here.
knows.
Obviously.
Zero
You
basketball.
think Rodman's a shooter?
I don't
Yeah.
know anything about basketball. I played NBA Jam '97 way back in the day.
Such a good game.
Put it on fire!
Such a good game. Was Rodman just in your brain because we saw that wrestling DVD?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So
That's good. It's good.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were actually going to say something useful, but then yeah came out of your mouth.
I think he does have something.
Oh, do you have something? Because
Okay, hold up now. You just are criticizing me for saying something useful. This whole conversation was about you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
but it was funny.
That's
funny.
the last 10 minutes.
But it was funny.
But the
is
whole
you don't
point
know
is
what the
to be
fuck you're
funny.
talking about.
But it was funny.
That's funny.
No.
You can't deny me that wasn't funny. It was a little funny.
I mean,
My own
Bird?
ignorance.
That's pretty good.
is- yeah.
Bird.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Travis.
But I mean, do you have something?
I don't want to talk anymore.
Okay, cool.
Why did you do that?
I as I plugged last time, I have an Instagram account where I post pictures and such. And what I'd like Instagram. I get down on the Instagrams.
He also teaches you English on his Instagram.
And I go take the English, and it's gonna be a good old time. But if you want to jump onto the Instagram and go out there, critique my photos and tell me how terrible I am, because I'm just starting out and I'm really enjoying taking pictures, and it would be really good for my ego for everyone just to tell me how fucking awful I am. I would love that so much. Just jump on there, be like, even if it's like the best picture you've seen in a while, just go like, man, this is shit. This is just fucking terrible. You should quit. You should kill yourself.
Why are you encouraging this? Why?
I could picture this now. Later on, Aaron's gonna be sitting there looking through his fucking Instagrams, and like the one person who actually does this is gonna say something. He's gonna be like, "Oh,
he's gonna block him.
Don't like it."
No, I'd be like, "Thank you, someone cares. Upset. Someone cares. I'm so happy."
Oh god.
I beat Lisa this week.
Oh, good job.
I think.
You think?
Sorry, I forgot for a split second that that's a video game. Oh, yeah. And I just thought you beat some chick named Lisa.
My next door neighbor's named Lisa, and I hit that bitch.
I beat the shit out of her.
I was beating Lisa the other day.
She took my Cheetos and mayonnaise, and I just beat the shit out of her.
Cheetos and mayonnaise. Cheetos and mayonnaise. There it is.
That's the name.
That's the name.
Yep, there it is.
Okay.
But
go ahead. What were you doing?
You know how
when
you
were
were saying
Lisa?
it was like, you know how you were talking to me and you didn't like it because it was trying to be deep and meaningful. Turns out, it's not at all.
Yeah,
it's fucking just a
they try to be and then
terrible.
they're not, actually.
I don't think it was trying to be.
No,
like that's the thing. Is
sometimes
like this
games
one ended
will
up
just give you a giant middle finger.
It was just fucked up. Like I haven't put this out yet, like so I'm not gonna spoil too much, but it's fucked up. That game is just fucked up. That's it.
Yeah, I stopped watching.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I know you didn't like it, but yeah. For the people who are white liking it, everybody but Cody.
Everyone except for me.
Everyone except for Cody.
Dick.
Yep. I honestly, I'm curious if there's multiple endings for that. So like, if you are into that and know something about it, when I put that video out, let me know. Not beforehand. Don't try to get at my Instagram or my Twitter, which is Howie_games, and tell me if it's spoilers.
You know what? You know what? Fair enough. That was decent. I'm okay with that. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Did you enjoy the game?
I mean, like, did you?
I did.
Other than coming away
really
from
did.
it, like, this game just totally fucked me out of, hours of my life. But did you enjoy it?
It didn't fuck me because I still liked the story. It was just not that huge. You know how you think? No, it was good. But you know how you think it's going to turn around and there'll be like some little lesson or some sort of, meaningful point to it. It was kind of more like when the bad guy wins, and it wasn't just completely like, done.
Wins.
But this one was more like it just went down the deepest, darkest hole it possibly could.
So you mean like real life? Everything can kind of just suck,
maybe
and it
not
doesn't
even
actually
real.
get better.
Was it sad? Did you?
It wasn't sad. It was just fucking like, whoa. It made you do one of those.
Whoa, man.
It made you do one of the like, whoa,
That
dude.
shit's crazy.
Whoa.
It did. It kind of made you just go, well, fuck.
Dude, that's cool.
Assuming that's the only ending. Because, like, before I beat the game, it did warn me, like, 27 times. It's like the words of Terry Hintz echo through your head. If you fuck up, then make sure you have a second save file. Like,
I'm sorry, I stopped listening. What happened?
Well, we don't know how the game works, so...
Yeah, so what's going on?
Who, Terry?
Way back, there's this guy named Terry that gives you hints throughout the game. His name's Terry Hintz.
Of course he is. Is it with a Z?
Yes, it is with a Z.
Of course it is.
But he, at the very beginning of the game, said to create 2 save files if you are ever worried that you're going to fuck something up. And, like, right at the end, it kept on... It gives you the option to save right at the end, and I didn't. And it goes, the words of Terry Hintz echoes through your head. You know, like, and it was just referring to that, and I was like, oh shit.
The game's like,
so I
get ready.
I kind of wonder if I got the fucked up "you did a dumb" ending.
You did a dumb.
Yeah, it's very possible.
You probably did a dumb.
I probably did. I mean, I lost both my fucking arms through the game. I mean,
Holy crap.
yeah, no, this guy that's all hopped up on drugs came out and chopped my arms off because he said I'm a bad person.
I mean, at least he had a reason.
Right? Just like, I'm a crazy asshole. I'm gonna cut your fucking arms off, boy.
Did he sell your arms for crack?
Who would purchase
he just
arms in exchange for crack?
I'm sure there's people out there.
I'm sure.
In
fact,
Let me
Aaron,
buy them arms,
you
boy.
can find somebody.
I mean, you might have to do a third transaction. You know,
Aaron,
Need a
if I
middleman.
ever play like any of the DLC or any of the sequels for this game, I'm gonna make you voice the guy that cuts off my arms. Just that voice that you just did.
Yeah, just send me a script, dude. I'll totally send you some files over. Just when you send me the script, make sure you always like, you know, the tone of voice, like surprise or happy or sad or whatever. You know, that way I know.
Set the tone. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Aaron, your week?
It was good. I didn't realize that Trump
My
has...
frog is yelling. Hold on. Are you done?
My frog is yelling?
Yeah. You're probably going to hear that.
Oh, I did
hear
hear it.
going,
Yeah. No, we got it.
It's like Mars Attacks, but frog form.
pretty much. And he's just like...
I pictured his
I think it's too
frog as
early
one of
for
those
him.
characters. That's amazing.
That's probably too early for him, and he's just over there like... I'm like, I'm sorry, we're doing a
You
podcast.
should
He
have
needs his coffee.
less animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any animals.
Yeah.
They're not mine.
How? Okay, I gotta ask.
What the count is?
What is the count? What do you have at this point?
I'm happier not knowing, actually.
I mean, take a ballpark,
I mean, if
bud.
you don't know, that's too many.
I mean, yeah, obviously. I don't know how many animals I have. I have that many animals.
That's way too many
I
already.
don't have them. I'm not buying these.
Okay, we
animals.
understand your fucking technicality you're using.
Right.
You live
obviously.
in the house with how many animals?
Yes. There are how many animals present in the place that you live in?
I don't honestly
ballpark
know.
Ballpark it. Are
20?
we 20?
20?
Yeah, probably.
Including reptiles?
Yeah, that's everything.
That's too many.
Yeah, probably.
And
Probably.
the chinchillas?
Yeah.
And the frog?
You have chinchillas?
They have chinchillas.
Yeah, they're
As in plural?
those are technically supposed to be a rescue situation. She's just looking for a home for them.
Sure she is.
I think she found a home.
Yeah.
Yours.
like she does with everything.
There's still the Facebook post up there and stuff like that, and people are like,
Nobody
"Oh, we
wants
want
a
them,"
fucking
but then
chinchilla.
Nobody wants chinchillas.
I don't know. She's got a lot of people asking for them, but they don't know how to take care of them. So she's like, "That's probably not the best home." And seems like people are just going to try to resell them, kind of thing.
So,
Who buys chinchillas?
the same
who
guy
goes,
that buys
I
ours.
don't fucking know, but apparently they're expensive.
Somebody needs to get me a pair of chinchillas so I can look at them and they can be like chinchilla and such.
Apparently the
Maybe
narrator
they-
of Grinch is the guy that buys chinchillas.
And on that day, that chinchilla got 3 sizes bigger.
Maybe it's the guy that want to make coats out of them, like a chinchilla coat.
I
Do you
that'd be
realize how
cool.
many
They're really
chinchillas
soft.
that would take?
That would take a lot.
That'd be a lot of chinchillas, man.
No.
What?
What if it's a baby coat? Doesn't take as many.
Oh God!
take like
Could you
5.
imagine like you have a tiny little fur coat for a baby, and it's like I made it out of the husks of chinchillas. Yes,
Okay, so you have 20 animals, 2 of which are chinchillas.
that's a rounded number, mind you.
Oh yeah, it's probably more.
It's probably more.
I'm thinking 27.
I'm thinking
Okay, so let's see.
46.
We have
46.
46. I don't think so.
I think he would notice.
let's count. Cody, I'll need your fingers too. Travis, name off your animals as we count for
Okay,
you.
I will name off the ones that I can remember.
Okay.
I'll start.
Okay, you start.
There is Rhaegar. There is Smaug. There's Bolvar.
These names.
There's Fafnir. There's Illyria. There's Sylvanas. There's Varisa.
What
There's
are these
Galakron.
names?
There's
You're making it up at this point.
no, I'm really not.
I bet you they're all WoW names.
Oh, that makes sense.
No,
Okay.
some of them are just
What was the last
from
one?
Lord of the
Vigurgider?
Rings and shit like that. Galakron.
That was the last one, right? I already okay. Go ahead.
Then there's Crowley.
Alistair?
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Then there's Navi. Then there's Pepper and Popper. Those are the two frogs.
Wouldn't it be Peppy, though?
No, it's
Pepe
Pepper
Le
and Popper
Frog.
because they look like jalapenos. This video instantly got demonetized because you said that. I hope you know.
Not like we were getting money for it anyway.
Yeah, what the fuck?
There's Vladimir.
Of course there is.
Putin?
He's the turtle.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, that was Corey influenced, if you haven't guessed. Then there's Captain Peaches, because she's the snake with one eye.
Okay.
Then there's... Is there any more, or is that it?
That's definitely not it.
There's no way that's it.
Oh, there's Leroy.
Jenkins?
No, it's Leroy Snakins, actually.
Get it. Oh god, I'm crying.
I didn't think that one would get you that good, but...
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, Leroy Snakins. Then there's Jormungandr.
What?
He's another snake.
Of course he is.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and Caboose.
What about the chinchillas?
Oh, those two. I don't remember what their names are.
Do you have any other unnamed animals?
No. Yeah.
I think anyone can tell you that 19 is too many.
Oh, 100%. I agree.
I need a nap. You should have
No,
about
I don't
17
disagree.
less.
PETA be coming for your ass. PETA be coming for your ass.
Oh,
You don't
don't
wanna
even
fuck
bring
with
up
PETA.
PETA this week.
Yeah.
Don't
'cause
even bring up PETA
They
this
be
week because
throwing
everybody
shade. They be throwing shade.
Be dumping that shade.
I think
PETA's the bad guys this week, actually.
they're always the bad guys. They haven't been
Yeah.
good guys in a long time. They've been just dick throwers and shit.
Dick throwers.
You know what?
Dick
What time
throwers.
it is?
What time is it?
Lucha Libre time.
Oh yeah, probably.
It
is.
totally is.
Lucha Libre. What is Lucha Libre?
Oh, don't worry about it.
He's doing... Why was that the trigger? What happened?
It's okay.
But
Which one's Caboose?
I mean,
Is that the
Caboose
Komodo
is
dragon?
the
No, that's a
Pitbull.
dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pitbull mix, I think.
It's not a Komodo dragon.
Actually, he's a teriyaki chicken.
How many Komodo dragons do you have?
One. His name is Rhaegar.
You literally have a Komodo dragon?
No, it's a tegu, but it looks
Okay.
like a Komodo dragon,
God damn it.
and it'll be big.
So, okay. So since you have several reptiles that are very large, do you not?
No, there's only two that are going to be large. And one requires small spaces, even though she is large.
Mm-hmm.
So Captain Peaches is I'm gonna fuck this up. and I can't remember. She's a python of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
I think a Burmese.
Fair enough.
But she's large, but she does not like large spaces. They like to be crammed into a box kind of thing.
So for the other large one though, are you like planning on getting like a pen or something? Like what like some of the lizards?
Rhaegar actually lives in, we have a entertainment system for the front room. And that is actually his pin. What we put our TV on and stuff like that. It's got 2 hatches on the front that fold down kind of thing, like little ramps, so he can walk out of there if he wants. And he lives in there. And that's his, like, I'll have to send you a picture of it because this sounds really fucking weird, but it's actually kind of, it's actually kind of cool because he has his own like little habitat kind of thing, like right underneath the TV. So, it's like having a little like jungle scene right under your TV kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's the thing is I'd go insane if she was just throwing them in the house, but she's gotten really good at making them look like decorative pieces almost.
Oh, good. You can turn your living beings into art, you know?
And then on top of that, they don't smell. If they started stinking really bad, then that would be...
Wasn't that like the upside of a snake?
Right.
What, that it doesn't smell?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. You should just have like 14 snakes and no dogs.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we could get rid of any sort of mammal and just only have reptiles like that, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Just get rid of the mammals.
No, honestly, like reptiles, you can house a bunch of them because one, they're small.
Are you allowed to have this many animals?
I don't know.
Right?
No idea.
Like,
Isn't there like a code?
I mean, there's a code for dogs and cats.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if you need like a breeder's license or if that's it. That's the thing. I have no idea. She's done research into all this, so she could probably tell you.
Just out of curiosity, is anyone watching The Orville? As I'm watching The Orville. I
saw the first season. I haven't seen anything else.
What are you saying?
The Orville by Seth MacFarlane.
Like the or Orville? Oh
my god.
Well, I mean, obviously you're not watching it if you're having like...
Yeah, I can't understand what you're saying.
The Orville.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it.
It's a great show.
It's an amazing show. It's basically Seth MacFarlane's like try at making a Star Trek show, but he's making it kind of funny, but not too funny to where it's unwatchable. It's very entertaining. It's a very good show. I hope that you get a chance to watch it, and everyone else should try to watch it too.
Where may I find this show if I were to try to watch it?
You can watch this show on Fox, weekdays on Thursdays at 8 o'clock.
Also Hulu, right?
Do you have TV?
Technically, yeah. I have PlayStation View.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that gave you like channels.
Yeah, they give you everything, dude. It's straight up live TV. God. It's good. $24.99 a month.
Do you get commercials?
Buy yours today. Yes, you still have commercials. It's real live TV. Plus, you have on-demand channels that you can watch all your favorite shows on demand.
When did this turn into an ad for fucking PlayStation View?
Adult Swim is also available.
Are you getting paid for this?
With the new season of Rick and Morty season 3.
You gonna condescend a little bit? What's happening?
I don't particularly like live TV though.
I don't either.
No one does.
It can go to hell.
Yeah, no. Live TV is not
I
good.
like shows that come off of live TV. Don't get me wrong.
No, I know what you mean.
But like, yeah,
commercials are the devil.
Yeah, well, I mean that's. The point of commercials in the first place was to help pay for the cost to run the studio, but now they're like, oh, you have to pay for the TV service. Plus, we're going to slap commercials on there so we can make more money. You know, that's fucking stupid. Because, BBC, way back in the day when that was first television, they didn't have commercials. It was funded by the government, and there was no commercials. There's no nothing. And then ITV, I think was the name of the company, independent television, obviously, came around and they're like, hey, we want to have television that's not like controlled by the government, you know? And they put commercials.
We don't want to be controlled by the government.
Right, yeah. So now
Government's big.
it's all
Fact power.
and that was the first time in the UK that they had commercials.
Wow.
And they were like, whoa, what's this? And they were like, really, if you watch like the old commercials too, they're super sneaky about it too, because they didn't want you to think that you weren't watching this television show. It was great. It was so great. They'd write the commercials into the shows. It was so funny. It's so good. But yeah, it was there's a little bit of TV trivia.
So would they kind of do it more like a podcast, like where it's like, oh, this half hour was sponsored by blah, 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 and they'd read like a script kind of thing? Or
No, they'd be sneaky about it. They'd like incorporate it, like, and then, you know, they'd be like talking about, you know, doing their script for the show. And it's like, but remember, Johnny, you got to brush your teeth with Crest toothpaste.
Oh,
you know,
that makes sense.
Yeah. This episode was brought to you by
PlayStation View.
PlayStation View. And Fox News.
Oh no, don't do that.
But Fox News is where all the news about foxes is.
You know, honestly,
where
like,
you can finally find out what does the fox say.
do you guys what news channels do you guys watch anymore?
None of them.
I don't.
Because they're all assholes and everyone's just angry all the time and it upsets me.
Yeah, I find out about stuff on Twitter.
Literally, I
Twitter
think
news.
the only news station that I watch consistently anymore is actually Philip DeFranco.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Should I know who that is?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He's a YouTube guy that just kind of does news, and it's more of like, oh, here are the facts.
That's okay.
It gave up on life. That's all right. But he does more of like, oh, here's the facts, and I'm going to tell you, like, this is what is actually known right now. And then afterwards, he's going to be like, okay, this is my opinion now. Like, and that's the thing is that I think is shitty about most news stations. They don't separate facts and their opinion. So you get a jumbled garble of, was that actually really what happened, or was that...
I mean, I understand that. But also, if you're a person that watches the news and just takes everything they say as gospel, then you're a fucking moron.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
So
yeah, you gotta go do your...
They're not separating their opinion. Like, well, do it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, but then, I don't know, that brings up a really odd point, because then who do you, where do you bring your trust?
Yeah,
like,
but
who can you trust?
It's a TV show.
Well, and
Yeah.
They're trying to get
honestly,
ratings.
That's really what we need to remember, though, is it's a TV show.
Yeah. That's
Regardless
all.
of whether
honestly,
it's considered news or
there's-
not.
That's
go
why
ahead.
I always take news
rules.
as bullshit.
Well, and there's rules and regulations that's supposed to prevent them from kind of doing that.
But
It's just that they do it in kind of a sneaky way, and that's the thing. They're not very blunt about it. They'll omit certain things just to make it sound like, oh, well, this is fact. You know, like
I mean,
that's.
they
ahead.
just play blind sometimes just so they can say that that was just misinformation, but they'll sell it super hard no matter what. You know, they're just like, this is like, I found out this thing that's really exciting, you know, like, and it's like, oh, and then immediately right after they're just like, oh no, that was discounted. It's like, okay, well, we didn't hear that just yet. Let's put it out there and make it huge news for everyone, you know?
Yeah.
No one fact checks anything because it's way better for ratings, because they want people to watch their fucking show for them to keep it out there and just make it as exciting as humanly possible, because it's a TV show.
Like, for example, this week or last week, I can't remember. I can't remember where I was. I was around a TV, and on the TV was, I believe it was Fox News.
Mm-hmm.
And they started talking a little bit about abortion. Mm-hmm. And they talked about, like...
Careful.
No, they talked about how... No, I'm just going to tell you what they said.
Okay.
They said that in New York, they were making it legal to have an abortion, like, pretty much up to the due date. Is the way that they portrayed it.
Late term abortion.
Yeah, and me personally, I was like, oh, that kind of sounds fucking terrible. Like, you know, like personal opinion, but come to find out, like, because they just made it sound like, oh, anybody could just go do this now.
Right.
But come to find out, the truth of it was, yeah, they're going to make that allowable, but only at a doctor's discretion, to where if it was going to hurt the mother's life, like going to take the mom's life, essentially, or if the, you know, like there was really extreme circumstances for this.
Or if the baby was a gremlin.
Or if the baby was the gremlin, or Antichrist also. That was one.
No, you can let the Antichrist out.
Is that a thing?
How do you
we can
test
do that
for
now?
that, I wonder.
I don't know.
I mean, fuck it. It's 2019.
Got the
we
Harry
can let
Potter
the Antichrist
scar,
out.
but 666 right across his
That'd be
forehead.
so cool. I wanna see
No,
that.
but
Little
that's
demon
the
baby.
thing. How
Does he have a tail?
they could take something and make it sound really fucking bad,
Little tail.
when in truth it's not what it seems.
That's
you know?
sensationalism, though. I mean,
That's
that's
because it's a TV
that's-
show.
that's how you get TV.
Well, and that's all they
people.
did is they omitted a little bit of truth, just a little bit. They just took that one part out of there.
Well, I mean,
And-
they want you to glue your eyeballs to their TV station and just like feed off of what they feel you should know. They're like,
It's-
watch my shit.
And some of it too is like fear mongering and just playing into.
Oh hell yeah!
They definitely play into the people that they know are watching. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, this will make them mad, so let's talk about this.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that should be illegal. Honestly, I think that there should be.
Well,
I think you should just not watch it.
yeah. If we just stop watching the stupid shit, they can't
Yeah.
make any money
'Cause,
off of it anymore.
Getting into the whole legality of it, that's now
not
you're
good.
stepping on toes.
Yeah, like I don't want to tell
I
someone
don't
that
think
they
you
can't.
are. If you're presenting yourself as a news station and you're supposed to report facts,
I mean, when did that become a thing? The
That's
facts thing.
kind
'Cause
of all
news, there's fucking tabloid news that talks about Batboy and shit. Like this whole, you got to report just the facts. That's like a new thing to me. News has always been bullshit.
but that's the thing is, I'd
Always.
have to pull up.
but that's not the way they present themselves.
Laws and
Yeah, but that's 'cause it's a
regulations,
TV
but
show.
there's a lot of stuff that actually is supposed to protect against that
Just don't
very
watch
thing.
it, though.
And well, no, and I don't. That's the
good job.
thing. But where are you going to get your news from? Because at that point, who's putting out any sort of where do we start
If you have a
regulating fact
brain,
versus fiction?
You can look at all
If
the
you have
stupid
a
shit
brain-
and figure it out.
But if everybody is allowed to just be like, oh, well, this is the facts, like this is 100% true, where are you going to get the truth from? Unless you were there when it happened, you wouldn't know.
I just don't think it's an issue.
Yeah,
That's
fair
all.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that important that, you know, Stevie in Alabama knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, but I think
No, I don't think it's important that Stevie in Alabama knows exactly what's going on. I think it's important that somebody's telling Stevie in Alabama this is what's going on when it's
Alabama.
not. In Alabama.
I mean, a lot of people find it really, really important to know what's going on around the country, and like it's like a lot of there's a lot of people who base their entire lives off of politics and the news and whatnot, and that's all well and
That's
fine. Yeah, I just think that instead of making this about a TV show and ratings and whatnot, I think everyone should get paid the same across the board, no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
And there shouldn't be any bonuses for getting a thick story.
That would be great, but that's never going to happen.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. But
Yeah.
unless...
No.
Because we would need something to mandate, be like, hey, you guys can't make more money for doing something that you love. And of course, that's wrong also.
Yeah.
So there's no way of getting around it. There's absolutely no way.
What do they say? A catch-22?
Yep.
Yeah, one of those.
Because if you
I
want
don't get why it's called a
unbiased news,
Catch-22. Why is that?
because there was a book called Catch-22, and it was all about that.
Oh, okay.
It was a novel back in the 70s.
See, I never understood why that was a thing.
Well,
like
there
a
you go.
Catch-20.
Now you do.
Well, how come I can't catch an 11?
Because that wasn't the name of the book.
Or maybe I can catch a cold.
What are your
Or maybe
opinions
I can
on
catch
all of this, people? I hope that you guys will have a good week. Join us again next week. And, maybe do some comments about what we talked about today. That'd be pretty cool. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my channel too, Breaking the Cycle. Maybe check out Cody at Stealing Life on Twitch. You can ring that fucking bell or smash it if you're into that kind of fucking thing. And what?
Don't do that either.
What?
What?
You said words.
Dude, I was on like the perfect roll. For once in this entire podcast. For once in this entire fucking podcast, I was on it.
I would never say that.
I was fucking on it. I was fucking on it, okay? And I was going through it, and I felt like so, like, super ninja fucking YouTuber shit. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna nail this shit. And you come out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Don't do that.
But I am zen. I am happy. I am all happy.
Are you though?
Check out our Instagrams. We already said that. That was pretty cool though. But remember, it's the end of the video, so you can, take this for what it is. Howie_games. That's cool. If you're into that.
Is it though?
Breaking the Cycle YT for YouTube.
Now that one's neat. That's a neat one.
Wow,
I like that
actually
one.
really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep.
And
bye-bye?
Oh, wait. I have... Nah, bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
い上お菓子したかきくけこんなにもさしすせソフトクリームゴゾロップで一個を立ちつって取るってきたなにぬねのりしおはひふへほんとファイトみんなでぬくぬくショートケーキふわりキャンディーペロペロチョコレートの皮で綿菓子雲みたい